Hello everyone, Twan Michelle here. Welcome to my channel and welcome back if you have been here before. If you don't know who I am a psychotherapist and recovery coach, and I help folks who are struggling with codependency, narcissistic abuse, and interpersonal trauma. So today I'm going to talk to you guys about the high value man and whether or not all high value men are narcissists. So everybody's been talking about the high value man, what the high value man is like, how to get a high value man. It's just loads and loads of content on Instagram, YouTube, all over social media. And I think it's a really good topic. As I listen to some of those videos, I have kind of questioned some things about the high value man. Just listening to some of these people talk about these men, they sound a lot like narcissists to me. So, I've been saying, oh, these high value men, they're narcissists. So I just wanted to spend some more time thinking about that, kind of reflecting on that, and kind of sharing what my thoughts are and ideas about the high value men and whether or not these men are narcissists. Okay, so let's first talk about this high value man. I don't think there's any one definition. I think a lot of it has to do with people's own perceptions, interpretations of what it means to be high value as a man, because I'm talking specifically about men. But some of the things that I have seen and heard kind of make these men appear to be just jerks. There's no better word to use than that. I can't think of anything clinical other than narcissist, but I don't want to necessarily call them narcissists. But I can say that a lot of these men do come off as jerks. They are cruel to women. They are kind of arrogant, and they just give off narcissism to me, narcissistic vibes. So let me tell you what I think about these men. So first of all, let's talk about what the high value man is to me, and just looking at the general consensus of information that is out there on high value men. So the high value man tends to be someone who is very successful. There are some people who measure that success based on a man having a certain level of income or a type of job or being an entrepreneur. But anyway, however you want to define that, a high value man is successful to himself. He believes he's successful, and others tend to believe he's successful as well. I wouldn't put like a number on that or a type of job or business or anything like that, because success comes in many different forms. But let's just say a high value man is someone who is more successful, maybe financially and also in their career, than the average person might be. The high value man also has very high self-esteem. He feels good about himself. He's confident in who he is. He likes to look nice. He likes to dress nice. He likes to smell nice. The high value man values nice things. He likes to have a nice expensive home, a nice expensive car. He might have a yacht. He likes to do lavish vacations. The high value man, again, going back to the success, he lives a lifestyle that matches his success in his life and what he believes about himself. The high value man is always kind of working on his self-improvement, always trying to do better, always trying to achieve more, always trying to be the best he can be, likes to work out, likes to eat healthy, just always working on self-development and self-improvement. And the high value man also knows his value, and he knows that he can pretty much get whatever woman that he wants. He can pick and choose. My understanding of the high value man, just based on everything I've seen, read, and heard, is that the high value man chooses a woman of high value and he respects her. He values her. And so because I have kind of walked away with that understanding, I've been looking at and thinking about some of these men who claim to be high value men, or some of these men who are talking about what a high value man means to them. And many of them seem to be more degrading, devaluing and objectifying of women in general, and perhaps the woman in their lives if they don't meet certain standards. And I don't think that's a man of high value would actually do that. I don't really think that a true high value man is actually a narcissist, and I'm about to tell you why. So when you look at narcissistic personality disorder, because we're talking about those who are true narcissists, not folks who have narcissistic traits. Let me clarify, okay? Because I do believe that many, probably most, maybe all high value men do have narcissistic traits. So narcissism exists on a continuum where they're probably pretty high on the narcissism continuum. And the reason is because they are highly confident. They do know who they are. They know their value. They know their worth. And so they have really good thoughts and opinions about themselves. They don't tend to struggle with self-esteem types of issues. Now let's talk about the true narcissist, narcissistic personality disorder, because they may appear very similar. However, someone who is a true narcissist is going to be very self-centered, has really like perceivingly high self-esteem, he might feel, or she, but we're talking about men, so I'm gonna say he might feel superior to others and kind of look down on other people and think they're beneath him. He's very like grandiose about himself, feels really, really like highly about himself and his achievements. And so that can be very similar to the high value man. But one of the main differences is that the true high value man, because he knows his worth and his value, his feelings of I'm not going to say grandiosity, his feelings of superiority and his really high belief and confidence in himself is directly related to things that are factual, things that are actually happening. His real actual success and things he's accomplishing and doing in his life. Narcissism is different because narcissistic personality disorder usually involves someone who is actually very insecure at the core, really doesn't have high self-esteem, but has had to create this false sense of self so that he can appear to be better than others, so that he can't appear overly confident. Sometimes the narcissist will actually lie about their achievements and about their accomplishments so that they can appear to be a high value man, but they're actually not. Many of these men will lie about their status, or live a lifestyle beyond their means so that they can have their pick at women. And they may seek out high value women. But they typically don't respect them and they don't value them. A high value man also values his woman and his high value woman. A narcissist does not value anyone other than himself. So a narcissist is actually going to lack empathy and find it difficult to have positive feelings about someone who is not basically boosting his ego and trying to make him feel good about himself. So he may seek out a particular type of woman of value, but he's going to mistreat her. A narcissist is also very victim-minded, and they blame others if they are not achieving the type of success that they think they deserve to achieve in their lives, or if people find out about their lies, then they they can be very cruel, very, very aggressive. They can suffer a narcissistic injury and become enraged. So they're not gentle people at all. Someone who is really high value, because they are so secure with themselves, they don't feel victimized by other people. They don't blame other people for their shortcomings. In fact, if they feel like they're falling short at something, they're just going to try to do better. They're always working at self-improvement, whereas the narcissist is not. The narcissist is always working at the appearance of being more accomplished, and in reality, they actually are not, because some of the narcissistic behaviors actually get in the way of them maintaining relationships that it may take to become really successful, and also the narcissistic behaviors may get in the way of them accepting accountability and responsibility and learning from their failures and improving on that. So the narcissist may appear to be similar to the high value man, like at face value. You may not know the difference, because I sort of struggle with that, because I was watching these videos and I'm like, why do these women want these men? These men are clearly narcissists. These men are clearly jerks. These men clearly objectify women. These men clearly are superficial. These men clearly are insecure with themselves, or they wouldn't even be treating women like this or talking to women like this. But I had to kind of come to my own understanding based on my own beliefs and other things that I've kind of read and seen and put together. And I don't think the true high value man is a narcissist at all. I think the true high value man is a very confident, secure, successful man who loves and values and respects women. And he doesn't try to put others down so that he can feel better about himself. That's not what the high value man does. So just in case you were wondering, there is a difference, ladies. I know that many of you have probably been sharing some of my thoughts as you listen to these men and watch these videos, and you're like, wait a minute, this can't be right. Men are actually wanting to be this way and women are actually seeking this type of man out. It's because every man who claims to be high value is not. And when you sort of look past the surface and you understand narcissism and you understand insecurity and you understand feelings of inadequacy and low self-worth at its core, then you know how people create facades, because that's how they deal with it psychological. That's their way of coping. That's their defense mechanism. So if you really want a true high value man, then just know that a man who puts you down, degrades you, devalues you, objectifies you, disrespects you, mistreats you, abuses you, is not high value. So don't feel like you're missing out on anything, because you're not. You definitely don't want that. So that's all I have for y'all. So why don't you guys share your thoughts in the comment section down below, whether or not you think high value men are narcissists, whether or not you've had experiences with high value men and how they are similar or how they differ from narcissists, because I'd like to hear you guys' thoughts on that. And also don't forget to smash that like button. Helps me with the YouTube algorithm and helps me get these videos out to others who may be interested. And share the video if you think there are people who may benefit from it, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. So that's all I have for you guys, and thanks for watching. Bye.